we're coming to the end of Series 1 of A Victim Bites Back, where I am in the south of France and I return to London. But I've had so many requests to keep going that I've decided I will keep going, and I may even start with a slightly different theme tune. I need to apologise for the quality of some of the pictures you're seeing here. God knows why it sometimes goes slightly out of focus or isn't 100% perfect. But one of the reasons for making this series is to show you how you can make really a totally 100% top quality TV series or even movie just using an iPhone. Other smartphones are available. And I think that's actually one of the most interesting things about modern technology. Whilst we look at various places in the south of France that are my normal summertime experiences, I wanted to touch on something completely different, which is basically climate control or whatever we call it, how we are ruining the planet. I've just the other day was driving past one of those electric points that, that can boost the battery in your electric car. I'm not mental for electric cars because, for example, this trip, 10,000 kilometres, would really not be possible in an electric car, so to have to top up with petrol every few hundred miles. But it did interest me because I thought, humanity has just accepted the fact that we need to use fewer fossil fuels, that certain things happen because that's the only way we can save the planet. Whereas the reality is, let's be honest, 99.999% of what happens to this planet, be it floods, starvation, dinosaurs dying, humanity dying, or whatever, is due to things completely outside our control. We call it Mother Nature. Be it the sun dying or getting hotter, asteroids hitting things, It's nothing to do with us human beings. We have this delusion of grandeur that anything we do can influence things. Believe me, it's absolutely tiny what influence it has. We should concentrate on the things that are much more important, which I do agree. Don't cut down forests of trees, because trees are very important. Don't put loads of plastic in the ocean, because it kills things and it's awful. And there are certain things that we should indeed stop doing or start doing. But climate control is not one of them. Believe me, it really has nothing to do with you or me.
When she was just a kid, her clothes were hand-me-downs. They always laughed at her when she came into town. Called her Ragdoll, little Ragdoll. Such a pretty face should be dressed in lace. Ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll, ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll. I'd change her side rags into glad rags if I could. My folks won't let me 'cause they say that she's no good. She's a ragdoll, little ragdoll. Such a pretty face should be dressed in lace. Ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll, ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll, ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll, ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll. Ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, ragdoll, ragdoll, shoo-be-doo-be-doo,
I love the south of France, and my intention is to leave my trusty steed, the Rolls-Royce, in a safe and secure parking space there, and get the train back all the way through to Paris, switch to the Eurostar, and then get to London. There only is one slight problem with that. France is riddled with strikes, just like everywhere else in the world, and at the moment the train service is not running. So it's bye-bye to my lovely south of France and the Riviera, hopping on a plane, British Airways actually, and reasonably efficient, no problems, and back to London. I'm sad to leave the place and to go from the sunshine to the gloom and back to the media, which dominates everything in Great Britain, as it does everywhere in the world, but it's worse in Great Britain. We see the news describing Putin, for example, as threatening. That's an opinion. He just speaks, he doesn't threaten. Why does all the news have to give us opinions? A woman who fell into the river and drowned. Very sad, very tragic, but it's dominated society for almost a month. Unbelievable. And of course, earthquakes, which gets us back to climate control. Mother Nature does the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. Dozens, thousands, hundreds of thousands dead. But there's nothing we could have done about it and nothing we can do about it.
The more eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed that this is not Little Car. It's not my steed, the Rolls-Royce. It's Baby Car. I'll introduce you to Baby Car in a moment, but for the moment, just let's go on with the show. This is Hyde Park in London, which for years has been the home for horses, dogs, people walking themselves, and more recently, people with other forms of transport, such as these newfangled and rather strange sort of skis that people appear to ski with, and bicycles, as well as your normal ways of getting from the north of the park to the south of the park. What is really, really, really annoying is that they've created this kind of bicycle path which is the size of about 10 bicycles side by side, and the result has been that normally the park is absolutely crammed with vehicles for no good reason. Massive traffic jams. It takes you now 20 minutes to get through the park, whereas it used to take 2 minutes in the past. It's all part of the great London planners, those people who sit at desks in offices and essentially plan what we who move around London town will be doing, and what roads we'll be using and why they should be good or bad. I find it just bonkers. Anyway, in the meantime, this is the road I usually take when I go from north of the park to south of the park, which I do a lot. This is the Serpentine that I'm crossing at this very moment, which in the summer is lovely with boats on it and everything else, and in the winter it's mainly full of people, sometimes with dogs.
I look like an angel with the face of a child. Nobody believes it, but I can drive you wild. I may be young, but I'm bad, bad, bad. The meanest little lover you've ever had. I think if I'm cool, I'm gonna make you cry. I may be young, but I'm a bad, bad guy. I may be young, but I'm a bad, bad guy. I wish I could be nice to you, but I don't know how. So if you wanna get a hold of me, you better do it now. Now you know that I may be young, but I'm bad, bad, bad. The meanest little lover that you've ever had. I think if I'm cool, I'm gonna make you cry. I may be young, but I'm a bad, bad guy. I may be young, but I'm a bad, bad guy. I'd love to be a friend to you, but I know I'll never change. So if you think that I'm too much for you, you'd better get out of my range, 'cause here I come, girl. I may be young, but I'm bad.
You see that? That used to be the Cromwellian Club, where most of us pop stars used to go in the 1960s.
Returning for a moment to media manipulation, and we're really going through it today. It's exactly a year since Russia invaded Ukraine. I don't think they should have done. You probably don't think they should have done. But the problem is we don't get any news without the filter of the media agenda. And today we have a minute's silence at 11 o'clock while everybody stands silent for the people of Ukraine. Just like a little while ago during stupid COVID, we all had to go outside on a Thursday evening and clap for the NHS. Absolutely ridiculous media manipulation. And the main problem is most of us don't realise it's happening. We are being brainwashed with the media agenda, and none of us are aware of that. We just obey instructions. Ow!